Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of.
Well, as part of filling the skip before it goes, we've got 2 olive trees up here that are ornamental, as it were. They are real olive trees, but we want to keep them pretty and what have you, because they're up in our garden. And we've allowed them to grow wild, because an olive tree does actually want to be a bush if it can. And so what I'm going to do is take this opportunity and just remove all this fresh growth down here. And then we'll have a look at this and see how pretty we can make it. I like sort of the tops taken off so it looks a bit more umbrella shaped. Not too fussed about that, I don't think. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because I did actually buy some little hand clippers a long while ago, especially for this purpose. And we put them away. Somewhere safe.
Yes.
I can't find them.
Exactly.
So I'm going to have to do it with these.
It'd be easy with those, I think, anyway, the amount of growth there is.
Not down there, it'd be just easier to go as opposed to
Yes. You've obviously got to cut as close to the trunk as possible.
Oh.
I got told off last time.
Yes, you did.
By the man who said you didn't cut close enough to the trunk. And you said it'd be a lot easier with the little hand ones.
Yes, thank goodness I'm using these.
Exactly. Are you going to cut the edge of this branch off that's really heavy? This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it hasn't got a matching one on the other side because you left, can't tell on these, they're so overgrown now, but you left these both with 4 branches going like umbrella style.
Yes.
And Loki decided to rip one off.
Yes, he
so
did.
This one's lopsided, it's only got 3.
Yes.
What do you reckon? Yeah.
No, I would go to there.
Okay.
Because you've got upward growth and that's going to balance it a bit better, I think. It'd be a lot easier with those little tiny hand cuts you had, wouldn't it?
It would be much easier with the little tiny hand cutters I had.
All the way to the end, that's it.
Done for now. They're a bit lopsided. This one's got a wee branch going over that way and that one's got a low one going on that side. But I'm going to leave it to sort of settle and see what it's going to do. And then come and prune it and make it look ornamental and pretty another time. But for now, we've got proper trunks again.
Yes.
Which is the important thing.
That's right.
So, at the bottom of the fig tree over there, we have, what are they called?
Suckers.
Suckers. Babies trying to come up. And it creates this horrible mass, and they're horrible to cut.
Yes, they are.
But I'm going to go and give those a go.
Yeah. We can use the blade on the strimmer machine.
Yes.
To do it, but it won't get down low enough.
No, and it's a bit close to the fence as well.
Yeah,
the blade on the
that's
strimmer
right.
machine will definitely cut the fence.
Exactly.
That's a no.
So they've got to be done by hand.
Yeah.
Right. Well, while you're doing that then, I'll make a start on tidying up out the back a little bit, I think.
Okay.
Getting stuff ready to start throwing away.
Yeah.
And go through it all.
Perfect.
Getting rid of old bits like this, them old roof tiles. I've got to sort this one out. And all these, the bits that Andy and Sharon from Think of Life didn't need. So that's all getting thrown away. It's old wood here. That'll be full of bugs, I expect. And then all this lot, it's all getting thrown away. Dover's crying because he wants to come and play around here, but it'd be better if he didn't. So, we'll have it a little bit tidier, I think.
It's lovely and warm out here today. So, that's that trimmed. That trimmed. I've had a go at the suckers at the bottom there. There's a few left. It's not perfect, but then neither are we. So that's our garden, which is fine. Chris, however, is working really hard around here doing the hot job. You doing a hot job, jumping frog?
Well, yeah, but you caught me. I'm supposed to be moving the marble.
Marble over there should be going into some... Boys, go away. You're not coming through. Marble broken bits over there. Should be going into wheelbarrow there and heading for container. Skip down there.
But
You're playing with wood.
I'm moving this because it needs to be moved anyway now. But where the car's parked, if we start loading it and wheelbarrow around, we might damage the car if we do a missed turn or something. So that's my plan. This is heavier than moving that marble, so it's not like I'm getting into the light, doing the light job first.
No, this is true. It's taking longer than anticipated, isn't it?
Yes.
However,
Helping with the dogs needing to be around there.
dogs desperately need to be in that area. They can't be when we're doing stuff. Oh, I'm going to have a nosy.
Yes.
But look, that pile's getting smaller. And those piles on pallets are getting bigger. I'm not doing it, I'm not even thinking about it.
No, I just thought myself, I wish the skip was here now.
I know.
The handbrake's not working very well. It loud so you know I'm around. Fine, it'll be 2 seconds. Oh, you got a sniffy snail guts all over your hands. I'd wash them before you turn into a snail. And then over. Go wash your sniffy snail hands. Yeah. Pine.
Is it? So you don't get wood like that these days. 200-year-old wood.
300, 500 even. I reckon this wood was wood before.
Trees were invented.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, if you count the rings, it's that old, there aren't any. It predates rings.
Really? Wow.
So, dinosaurs.
Everything.
Yeah. It probably even predates dinosaurs. Ferns even. I bet you that is older than the earth itself.
Well, yep, so we can say.
So when there's building the sun, I bet you they use that as scaffolding. That's how old it is.
Oh dear.
Because they used it afterwards to do the roof up there, ceiling up there, that's why the earth's now round and not flat. Because it was bracing
But it
afterwards.
was bracing. So it returned to its easiest shape rather than once the bracing came off.
Yeah. It's like rolled up into a ball. That's why the earth's not flat anymore.
Thank you for teaching me something today.
Exactly.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so good.
Nearly done, nearly done. There's a pallet here. Yeah, of sandstone and slate, black slate that we bought, and that's what we used around our fireplace. If you remember when we did that in our living room. And
it'll be pyrite, but
shiny gold.
oh. Well, you get gold in slate.
We're rich. So that is now being moved to the round there because Chris has done an awesome job of clearing all that up. Looking really good. Garden's much bigger over there than I remember.
Yes, well at least now when you park the car you tend not to crash into things.
Beautiful Sunday. I've not long been down the market. We have a Sunday market here in Lillian, and you can tell who the tourists are. They're all there in shorts and t-shirts. And I spoke to a couple of local ladies, and they're dressed up in their winter outfits, thick winter tights, that sort of thing. They're going, "This is not right. This is winter, and I want a chance to wear my winter clothes. It's so hot." Crazy. It's that time of year, so I'm going to wear the clothes. I've come out here, and as you can see, the skip is full. We are hoping to get that removed tomorrow. And the barbecue is in pieces. Bits and pieces. And I think Chris is in there. Look, yes, there's a Chris. Climbing the walls looking for something.
And I can't find it.
What are you looking for?
A rivet gun.
Oh, I know where it is. I'll go. Yeah, I'll go in there and have a look.
Oh, thank you. Good, because I don't know where it is. So I'm like, where's the rivet gun gone? And Dave was sort of like going,
Calm down, man.
Calm down, man. So it is in here somewhere.
Yes, it is.
And it's yellow.
Yes, it's on the third shelf on the left-hand side.
But there again, if I use the rivets that we've got, yes, they're aluminium. Again, and the previous one was aluminium. I've drilled the old one out.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, that's all we've got, so we'll have to do.
Yeah, either that or I'll use the self-tapping screw. So basically what happened was, over the time we've had this and been in use, 5 years, it's done really well. The damper had gone. It actually fell off the last time I went to use it. It just trapped like that. And it was just riveted. As you can see, these bits are riveted as well. And obviously the heat over time has melted the rivet. So I've just drilled it out. I wasn't even convinced I was going to be able to do that. So I've got a choice of either using a rivet, which fits in perfectly. But by looking at it, originally it was meant to have a thread, a screw thread going in. But I think that's wrecked. So what I've also done is I've drilled the centre of the damper out as well. So if we can't find the rivet gun, which Lillian's convinced she knows where it is, so that's brilliant, I use a self-tapping screw. And that'll work just as well. And it won't melt. So, we'll see if she finds it.
Found it.
So how come I couldn't find it?
Because you never can find it. I was sitting on a bag of almonds. So I was sitting on a bean bag. It was really comfy.
Yes, well, thank you.
Have you got the rivet?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness for that, because I couldn't. Those are down on the floor behind the cabinet, I think.
Yeah, no, I found rivets.
Okay.
So, actually, I ought to do some more roasted almonds.
Yes.
We'll just have to shell them without this little herbet about.
What are you doing?
He's got a piece of something that he wants to eat. It's a bit of grass or some grass thing or something. Anyway, right. Let's see if I can do it.
Okay.
I don't even remember why we ended up buying this.
To put the number plate on the car, because the number plate, when we had it changed to Spanish plate, it came as a metal plate
with rivets.
With rivets, and we had to pop it onto the car.
That's right. Right, now let's see if I can get it in deep enough or in the right place enough. Ooh, it's like kind of doing it blind. Oops, don't fall in.
Definitely in the hole in the...
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Right. Well, that was dusty. Yay!
Yay!
Yep, perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it opened a little bit more, but obviously it can't, because that's all it was designed to do.
It's got a stopper there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't go any further.
That's it. Right, throw that puncture away.
Yes.
Brilliant. It actually took longer to find this and a rivet than it did to repair it.
Brilliant.
Yes. Now, that's never fixed on permanently because we haven't finalised how we're exactly going to do it yet.
No, or where it's going to live permanently.
Well, no, it's not living down here.
Down here is this courtyard for the cave, so this is the rental area. And this is going to be our barbecue, smoker queue,
Yes.
up there somewhere. And down here there'll be a standard kettle barbecue.
Yes, they will. They will, yeah. I mean, for somebody coming to rent, it doesn't actually look very nice, even though it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But if you're going to rent somewhere, you'd expect a barbecue to look nice.
Exactly. An inexpensive kettle barbecue could be changed every year if it does get trashed because it's inexpensive at the end of the day.
Yes.
I'm here recording you and you've seen behind me.
The crew.
I'm being persuaded that I need to give him some attention. Let's.
Yes. Right, and we'll use the cleaner that we use on the fireglass every so often when it gets too bad.
Yes.
Just to give this a clean, see if it'll clean it up.
Okay.
Glass so I can see inside.
Wouldn't do any harm at the end of the day, would it?
Well, no, it won't. Right, got a little tiny stack. Got some more wood. Kindling cut up for later. Just gonna...
You are the fire starter.
Well, none about me, but the fire starting cube that I put in there is doing quite a good job. I will add some wood that we're going to use as well, because that's just going to burn away and put resin in, so I want it even hotter.
Yeah.
As you can see, look, how black is that smoke?
Yes.
Which would be a byproduct of the starter, obviously. As well, but you certainly don't want that on your food.
Nope. Yes, I'm looking at you, Loki. What are you doing?
How you feeling, Loki?
Daft dogs. Temperature's going up on the little dial.
Yeah, it's not taking long.
No.
That's good. So, all that is horrible stuff being burnt off, I think. There's not black smoke coming out of there, but we're still not risking it. Right, we'll just leave that to do its thing. And there'll be enough coals for when we want to. Oh, sorry, Dover, mate. Didn't see you there. I've got eyes in my feet. Yeah, so when we actually want to use it, there'll be enough coals in there to restart it. Brilliant.
Perfect.
Leave that to its thing. It's already at 350 Fahrenheit, which I don't get Fahrenheit. 200 nearly 200 degrees centigrade now, so that's nearly going to be 400 Fahrenheit. Okay. Last time I did a big burn like this, it burned, set fire to the whole lot.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, so all that's chemicals getting burned off. Right, update on this wall. It's still a bit damp, but I would say that is more or less good to go now. All the water's come out. Brilliant. What are you doing, mate? So, we'll get the bathroom finished and then we'll be in here. Okay, so that mat's come up really quite well, lino should I say. That staining's in now, it's not going to come out. but the worst of it's really, really gone. It's looking good. Still a little bit of black in there, but it's been bleached quite a few times, and it's just stained the wood now. I don't think it's going to go. Yeah. So I'm going to move this shower tray out of the way, and this is the area Lillian wants to paint, just to do it, hide it a bit more, even though it doesn't really matter, but it would look a little bit better.
It's also an anti-humidity paint, and at the end of the day it's a humid room when the shower's being used, so
Yeah.
it makes sense for the plaster not to get damaged, if it would be damaged, I don't know. That'll braces.
Yeah, exactly. And it sounds like there's a bird trying to nest up in the extractor. We can see we had some rain come down and it actually caused that damage. So that needs repainting too. But there isn't one up there. I've just looked and still see daylight. So at least you've got the paint. If you can just touch up around that fan as well.
Right, that was relatively painless. Just giving it a single coat. Just enough so that I feel the walls are treated in some way rather than being raw plaster. And when Banksy came to give us a quote for doing the plastering, we didn't actually end up using, and this room, it didn't have any walls or anything, just one big room, and he came along with his spray paint, and just went, psst, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I was devastated, absolutely devastated. Anyway, the important thing is it's had a slight coat, single coat of white on the top now, so that you can't actually see the blue lines through the shower cubicle anymore, which you could sort of before. I could anyway, it bothered me. So, that's done.
Yeah.
It's gone on really well, so that's good.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that paint up here for a second coat around the extractor.
Yes.
And we have got another problem as well. If anybody knows about plasterboarding and plastering, why has this happened? All these cracks and it gone away and along and they're all over there. And we used tape, and we actually used the adhesive mesh tape because that's what we was told was best to use for people that don't do regular plasterboarding. I mean, everybody who knows what they're doing uses the paper tape and then stick it on.
Yes.
But it's weird. It's taken to the plaster wall, but not to the plasterboard. So obviously we'll have to take it off and redo that. Hopefully that causing any damage. Well, what do you think? Maybe somebody might know?
Hopefully somebody who knows, done this before and come across the problem and knows how to rectify it can let us know. Because we just did as we were told. Plaster boards, and where they joined or where there was corners, use that mesh tape, put it in, use a filler on that to make it disappear, and then you're good to go, which is what we did. But this crackage is awful, it's quite raised.
Yeah.
It's as if moisture's got behind it.
We don't know.
I don't know, it's just really weird how it's...
Done it.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's another job. So once we eventually get all the rental side sorted out, we'll be starting back in here.
We've got lots of jobs to still do here, but unfortunately, it looks like we've already got remedial work to do here.
Yeah.
So if anybody does know, can give us some really good pointers as to how to fix that, I would be really, really appreciative.
Yeah, because that's the only corner it's done it in.
Well, that was a backwards and forwards 40 minutes trying to sort something out, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I had my ears lowered and I was going to have a shower. And the shower boiler decided I wasn't. So, changed the gas bottle because it was getting a bit light. We thought, well, maybe that's the problem, for a new one. And still didn't work. Don't new. So we brought another gas bottle down that we know works. So I've now got to put that back in the kitchen. And it still didn't work. And that one's half empty as well, so I don't want to mess about. Ultimately, the last ditch theory before calling out a the company who fitted it, and it's for a service or something, was to change the regulator. Yes, I changed the regulator and it now works again.
Makes no sense at all, does it?
That's it. 4 years old, this regulator, because it was fitted when we had this fitted, and the pipe's dated 2019 manufacture, so that needs changing as well. I think it's 5 years. It might be a little bit more, but to be on the safe side, seems to be, this is going to be for the rental thing and everything else like that. We'll have brand new tubes. So when we get inspected, they'll come along and they'll go, yep, that's fine, it's a brand new tube.
Yes.
So we'll do that as well. And what are they, 20 euros for a kit?
Not even. The last time I bought them, okay, it was a while ago, they were less than a tenner.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We'll get a good quality one from a big box store.
Yeah.
If it's faulty, we can just take it back. Not going to risk it from like Chinese shops and places like that. I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they're all legal and correct.
Yeah.
But we'll do that. Either we'll go to the Repsol shop itself
Yes.
and get them from the Repsol shop, which is in the next town along Penosa.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go and get less smelly now.
It's all those bits of hair, isn't it? That just
Yes.
sit there crinkling.
Yes, smelly hair.
Smelly hair.
That's it. Right, I'll put that.
Well done though, I thought we were in trouble. Never would have thought to change the regulator on there. It's fitted on properly. Yeah, well.
That's it.
So note to self, always keep a spare just in case.
Yes. We did have one fail once before, but that was an old one that we inherited. And that sealed down and apparently it's got like a little pressure relief somewhere inside. But when I took it off, it went boof.
Yeah.
And it was gas pressure caught inside. I looked into that on the internet and it went throw it away because that's dangerous.
Yeah.
So anyway, don't worry. In skip.
We're still waiting to have collected.
Yes. Thanks for watching Tales from the Cave Side. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Drop us a like and leave us a comment. See you on the next one.